The Banyan Tree in My Hometown. Author, The Yellow River read aloud, Cut AI. There are 2 old and luxuriant banyan trees on the soil slope near the residence. Cover the ground with a vast green shade, swaying the delightful green between the lead gray concrete buildings. Inject a pool of attractive coolness in the scorching summer. I don't know when there is a small flat under the banyan tree. Built slides and pavilions for children's play. Sunflower and many flowers are planted around it. It turned out to be a little world of children. Maybe he has a kind feeling for the banyan tree. I often take my youngest son for a walk here in the early morning or dusk, or sit on a green bench and watch the children play. It has a kind of leisurely taste. That day, I was very happy to move my childlike innocence. I picked a green leaf from the banyan branch. Roll it up into a small whistle and put it on your mouth. Blow a monotonous and simple whistle. The youngest son jumped and grabbed it, blowing so hard that someone's little black dog came looking for a voice. Shake his furry tail and raise his black eyes to look at him. He stopped the whistle and the dog ran away disappointed. He blew the puppy and ran up again. Make the youngest son laugh. There was a faint blush on the pink cheeks. But my heart is like a bird spreading its wings from its whistle, flying over the misty smoke and boundless mountains. Landed on the big banyan tree familiar to my hometown. I seem to see the big torso again. Long curly whiskers and thick green clouds. See the new leaves in spring facing the golden sun. Transparent as pieces of jasper shaking like earrings in the curling wind. Shake down a string of glittering dewdrops. I miss flowing down from the back mountain of my hometown. Colored pebbles in the clear stream beside the banyan tree. A maiden who goes to the stream to wash clothes and draw water. Rattling after laughing ducks on the water. I miss the inscribed stone tablet standing at the head of the white stone bridge under the banyan tree. The smooth stone lion on the railing of the bridge. The gurgling stream took away my childhood. The old stone bridge is engraved with my deep memory. The stories in my memory are as many as the leaves of a banyan tree. One of the 2 old banyan trees standing at the head of the bridge has luxuriant branches and leaves. The other tree grew into a strange S-shaped. The stringy trunk of the tree extends obliquely into the stream. We call it hunchback. What is more special is that this section of the tree heart where it is bent has been burnt out. How long and square the groove is formed, and it is still tenaciously alive. Cross the stream and hold your head high and stretch the thick branches into the blue sky. When we were young, we had special feelings for this hunchbacked banyan tree. Think of the hollow groove as a boat. Several friends climbed up and played small gongs and drums. Paddle up and down with bamboo poles as oars. Knowing that this ship will not take a step forward. Or paddling hard and seriously. In childhood dreams, it would follow the stream. Take us to the fields with green seedlings. Around the hillside burning with red rhododendrons. Through the orange groves with fragrant little white flowers. Go to the big river and see. Go to a far and beautiful place. Sometimes we ask, why is this hunched old banyan tree burned like this? Listen to the old man say that a long time ago. There is a big snake hiding in this tree hole for a long time. Ching Ching wants to ascend to heaven, but offended the Jade Emperor for hurting people and animals. So one night dark clouds pressed against the treetops and the wind shook the branches. A strong lightning split the tree trunk like a sword. There was an earth-shaking explosion of thunder above his head. The banyan tree caught fire and emptied a section of the trunk. Burned the snake spirit, and then a torrential rain put out the fire. The story was told by the oldest old man in the village. He has a long beard like a banyan tree. We believe that he is as old as the banyan tree. So we believe what he says. I don't know what day we saw some women coming here. Devoutly burn a stack of paper money under the banyan tree. Light some incense. What kind of wish do they have to pray for the god of the banyan tree? All I remember is that some children have ringworm on their face. His mother would bring him here and cut a few knives on the banyan trunk. Use the milky juice map that seeps out in the affected area. After a few days, the ringworm seems to be getting better. And the most unforgettable thing for me is every New Year. My old grandmother would tell me to climb up the tree along that hunchback. Break a few banyan branches that are evergreen all the year round. A deity used to offer sacrifices to ancestors around cooked rice in a steamer. At that time, loving grandmothers used to cling to the small, 3-inch Jinlian. Walked to the stone bridge and watched me climb the tree, while nagging me to be careful. And although I'm a little jittery, but always act like you don't care, waved the broken branch proudly at her. What makes people nostalgic is the long slate laid under the banyan tree. It is the throne and cool bed of farmers in summer. At noon, the strong subtropical sun set the house on fire. Only these two tall banyan trees spread giant umbrellas to cover the sky. The scorching heat of resistance to coercion spilled all over the shade. Let the tanned farmers walk on the hot slate road to take a breath. In the evening, after a hard day's work, lie on the slate passed by the stream and enjoy the evening breeze. Rambling on the water margin of the three kingdoms. Talk about the growth and harvest of crops from anecdotes far and near. Some people still play the huqin when they are happy. Sing a few songs full of wild flavor with a rugged throat. Find some short-term comfort and satisfaction in the bitter days. Gray banyan tree. What kind of magic do you use to summon the whole village to your knees? Not beautiful words, not seductive smiles. Just silently spread the gentle wings. Shelter them in the wind and rain, give them shade in the heat. Protect the hard-working and simple people with infinite love. I deeply miss the happy summer night under the banyan tree. Someone rolled up a sheet and slept on a smooth slate. Someone moved several bedboards and put the bench at one end. One end is on the bridge railing. Lay down on a straw mat. I like to sleep there with adults. Look up at the shadow of the swarthy banyan tree. In a mysterious and tranquil atmosphere. Communicate with the smiling stars with your heart. If there is a night with the moon like water covers the mountains with a transparent veil. Make everything unreal, like a dream, like a fairyland. In the drowsiness, Chang'e drove a white cloud quietly by. The fragrance of sweet-scented osmanthus is sprinkled gently from the branches of the banyan tree. And the running water under the bridge sings a sweet lullaby quietly. Urge people to fall asleep slowly in the warm touch of the night wind. Sometimes when I wake up in the morning, the dew moistens my hair. It was only when I felt the chilly chill that I realized the pillow was gone. Looking under the bridge, it turned out that it had fallen into the stream. Full of water and stranded on the rocky beach. Days like that won't come back. It's like I just woke up from a dream. There is still a cool gap between the leaves of the banyan tree. But I do know that I've been sleeping for 30 years. And people have left their hometown thousands of miles away. The old banyan tree at Kyoto in my hometown has also experienced many storms. I heard that the hunchback was hit by a typhoon. Struggled to fall and fell into a stream with a flash flood. Fell on the dear land of my hometown and asked about the course of my life. Fortunately, the other tree is safe and sound and still shades the villagers with its thick green leaves. At that time, the friends who used the hunchback tree trunk as a boat have grown up. Some, like me, row the boat of life to a distant land. But still miss the banyan tree in its native land. Some even sit on the slate under the tree, talking about the endless legends that have been told for generations. But it's like a banyan tree. The storyteller with a long beard is dead. I am often asked to climb and break the branches and leaves of banyan trees during the spring festival. The old grandmother has been gone for a long time. Only the little stone lion on the railing of the bridge. Still listening to the surging stream under the bridge. Dad, make me some more whistles. I don't know when the youngest son picked a handful of banyan leaves. Handed it to me, so I rolled it up and blew it for him. The whistle that goes up and down, far and near. There is a thick homesickness hanging around me. The gracious banyan tree of my hometown. I grew up in the arms of your green shadow, if you can feel it. Will you know that I miss you in this distant land? If you have a mind, you will be like a loving mother. Miss me as a wanderer at the end of the world. The banyan tree in my hometown. Hong Kong, September 1979.